blockbuster, and we're looking at Jagunjagun as a yardstick. One of the hardest things to do as a filmmaker is to make an indigenous film that can create impact. And I think to a very large extent, this young man here has succeeded in doing that. He did King of Thieves, and it was largely a success. And he has done Jagunjagun now, and it is successful, which therefore means that there's something he's doing right. We need to, as filmmakers, emulate. So we like to look at his journey from being a filmmaker to making this blockbuster, Jagunjagun. So let me go straight to the first question. Why Jagunjagun this time around? Why? What informed that idea that I want to do this again?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here. I was at the Afriff last year as a panelist to discuss how I sort of believe in making indigenous content like King of Thieves that I did. And this year again, I'm here to talk about almost the same thing. I'm happy about that. So why Jagunjagun? Okay, so King of Thieves was like a test run for me. Okay, I decided to test run what the global market is going to be when it comes to accepting indigenous content. I'm a Yoruba man, and I believe so much in my culture and tradition, so I decided to showcase it to the entire world. So I did that by trying to push out King of Thieves, and it was a success. So one of the reasons why Jagunjagun, was the success of King of Thieves. The second reason is the fact that I don't want to stop on my journey to showcase the beauty of my culture to the entire world and educate people about my culture, what it takes and what it is like. Because I remember back in the days while we were young, we learned different cultures from their films. So why should my culture be an exception? So that was the reason for Jagunjagun. And the success of Jagunjagun also made me say I will not stop, to continue to showcase the beauty of my culture, and I believe that if, content creators have the same pictures I have, in no time, Nigerian culture is going to be global. Thank you.
Put your hands together for him. Second question before I go to Mr. Folayan. Like I said earlier, it's really difficult to be able to communicate, especially when you're making an indigenous film. And at the end of the day, it's really recognized and appreciated by not just the Yorubas, the Igbos, so you just name it. Everybody appreciated King of Thieves. And now, same thing, Why do you think that is, really? Why do you think, what is it you did in there that made it universal, so to speak?
Alright, so I think two major things. One, I'm teaching them of what they don't know and what is extremely new to them. Okay, so, and the second point is how do I present it? That means the scale at which I did it. Alright? Those are the two major things why I think it was not acceptable. Alright, so many people don't know how they become a king in Yoruba land, the process, okay, getting married in Yoruba land, okay, when we have a war in Yoruba land, so many things I think I've been able to pass and educate people. But what interests them most is the scale at which I teach and entertain them, with this content. Alright, so I've been in the industry for quite some years.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so and I have decided to risk my producing cultural movies at this scale when I was sure there was a market for it. So all these years we're just doing our beat at a very low level, rather the YouTube level. So when we had when we have the streamers, the brother say, okay, this is good. And so if I present it and do it the way it should be done, then I think it should be acceptable. So those are the two major things I can say I actually, consider when putting this together. Thinking of educating people about Yoruba culture and of course packaging it well. Let me use the word packaging as well. Yeah.
Please put your hands together for him. Mr. Folayan, you played it.